Today I'm going to talk about filmmaking essentials, how to find balance between your vision and making a living. It's a question that comes up all the time. How do you balance work, staying true to your vision, and of course, making a living? And this is really tough for a lot of people. We'll get into that and why our art is intertwined with commerce. That's coming up. Welcome to episode 38 of Hollywood Unapologetic. My name is Orlando Delbert. Today I want to talk about filmmaking essentials, how to find balance between your vision and making a living. The question that comes up quite frequently is about finding a balance between your work, your vision, and being able to make a living. The answer is always about finding a balance between your personal and creative needs and being able to provide a service for your client. Finding balance is actually for many the hardest thing, to get caught up in the grind to make the most money they can. And it's easy to happen, especially in an industry where paying work isn't always at your fingertips. You're either working long hours for months at a time, or you're busy hustling nonstop, also for months at a time. If you can find balance between work and giving back to yourself and a good quality of life, everything else is far easier to fall into place. But here's the thing. Art will always be intertwined with commerce. There is always a demand for our art. Regardless of the medium we choose to express ourselves in, people will always be drawn to it. It's at the core of what makes us human. It's part of the human condition. We can't escape it, nor should we ever want to. As a creative, our emotions are embedded in what we produce. We fall in love with our work because some of whom we are is represented in it. But if we choose to make a living by using our talents, we have to accept going in. We are in the service business. We all have to learn how to make and accept compromises. You have to remember you are being hired to perform something for a paying client. That is something you can never lose sight of. And for some, it's really a tough thing to do. We have to learn to disconnect some of the emotional connection with the work because in many cases, the client will criticize it and want to change it. And sometimes they're not nice about your work and sometimes will step on it. To preserve your sanity, you have to remember that it's all okay. You are there to provide the commercial needs to your client. That is why they are hiring you to create a representation of the client's idea in a visual and audible way for everyone to be drawn to it. You're creating the hook. You're creating the connection with the intended target audience. It's still part of a commercial endeavor. Even if you have a day job unrelated to the entertainment industry, but want to shop a script or shoot your own script, things become a compromise. You now have to finance your idea. You have to find your talent in front of and behind the camera. You have to schedule your life around the production and vice versa. Every little detail has some give and take entangled with it. And everyone you bring in also has to give some give and take in his or her own lives. If you have to find financing or you're floating your own project out of your own pocket, there are compromises there too. With any kind of investors, the terms have to be agreed upon. This can have a direct impact on your day-to-day budgetary needs, as well as the money on the back end, if there is any. If you're covering the cost yourself, you may have to get a second job or sell some of your stuff just to keep the project moving forward. I know of a project that I financed myself many years ago. I had to send people to New York and to Miami to do some interviews, and I had to finance the whole thing out of pocket, but I couldn't take time off, so I couldn't even be part of the actual shoots, and some of that included interviewing my own mom. When you're working for a client, your role as a filmmaker gets broken down into individual components. You're a director, producer, picture cutter, writer, etc. And often some of these duties are delegated to others as part of working together as a team. Everyone on your team as part of his or her roles must have the ability to take a step back and see what the larger picture is. I can tell you, not everyone does, which makes your job much harder. Some people just want the least amount of work to do with the least amount of responsibility and, of course, the most money they can make. Regardless, whatever hat you're wearing, you still have to be able to create that relationship between the client's brand and whom it will appeal to. But in this role, you're not making an independent film. You're making a product. This experience will give you the opportunity to make the most of what you have, and that is where your focus should always be, not on what you don't have. It's an exercise that many people get caught up in, which all roads just lead to nowhere. But do everything you can to not compromise the story. You are a storyteller first and foremost, but you also must run the business of you and your endeavors. You still have to manage your available resources. You are still in the business of you. With all of this in mind, you have to find the right balance between the work you create for your client and your own peace of mind. And to do that, you have to find some time for yourself to Just have fun and just be. Find the time to get back to the little things that make you happy. Go for a hike, take a dance class, take a yoga class, get in the car and take a day trip out of town to a place you've never been to. Find something to do that is fresh and different than what your current day-to-day is. Get out of the house on your time off and away from your computer. Just disconnect yourself. Do something that will take you away from the grind that has no pressure on you. These simple little moments in time will be the way to have a balanced career and balanced life. It can save your life, believe me. Besides, clean air is good for you. The world is greatly influenced by what is seen on the screen and heard on the radio. Let's be the new Hollywood generation. Let's give the world something that will drive everyone to do something bigger and make a positive difference in the world. Something I like to leave you with. We're all in it together. Each and every one of you is an important part of our future. You're important to the lives of those who surround you. You're important to your communities. You're important to our industry. No matter what, remain optimistic and focused on your goal. Never stop believing in yourself. Always remember, you are the key to your own success. Take a breath. Move forward. Together, let's create a revival, a resurgence of Hollywood, and bring back the auteur to cinema. Be an active part of the new Hollywood generation. You are a representative of the new Hollywood generation. Please subscribe to our channel and share. Don't forget to check out our other videos in the series. Follow the link below to check out our swag. Thanks. Join Hollywood Unapologetic in our quest to positively empower one another, to empower our industry in the true pursuit of our Hollywood dreams and in life. Hollywood Unapologetic is a continuation of the Pollyanna's Tear-Soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, a survival guide against the cynicism and the hypocritical series of books designed to help you better prepare for success. Together, we are the new Hollywood generation. Welcome to Hollywood Unapologetic.